The threat of a recession in this country is just dire enough to have brought both parties together in Washington. They've put together what's called a stimulus package, and that means over the next few months, most of the people watching this broadcast tonight will get a check in the mail. Now, it's what Americans choose to do with that money that will then affect the U.S. economy or not. John Yang is at the White House tonight to start us off. John, good evening.
Good evening, Brian. This deal came together with remarkable speed. It was hammered out over just a few days of intense negotiations between House leaders and the Treasury Secretary. President Bush called the agreement an example of bipartisan cooperation in a highly partisan election season.
This agreement was the result of intensive discussions and many phone calls, late-night meetings, and the kind of cooperation that some predicted was not possible here in Washington.
On Capitol Hill, the top House Democrat and the president's chief negotiator fell over each other to promise that help is on the way.
Tens of millions of Americans will have a check in the mail. They really will.
116 million.
160 million. Well, that's tens of millions.
Those checks are the centerpiece of the $150 billion package. $600 for individuals, $1,200 for working couples, plus $300 for each child. The rebates would phase out for individuals making more than $75,000 a year and couples earning more than $150,000. And workers who earn so little they don't pay any income taxes would still get cash, $300 as long as they earned at least $3,000 last year. For businesses, there are tax breaks to encourage job creation. And to address the subprime mortgage problem, new regulations intended to make it easier for homeowners to refinance and to make conventional mortgages more widely available. House leaders vow to pass the measure as soon as next week and send it to the Senate, where Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson began talks this afternoon. Some Senate Democrats are pressing for a bigger package, which could delay the process.
There's a train going down the track here that wants to keep this stimulus package narrowly targeted for the greatest economic effect as quickly as possible.
The Treasury Secretary said that if Congress acts quickly and if all goes well, the checks could be in the mail by May. Some economists say that could be too late for aid that could be too little. Brian?
John Yang on this rare moment of agreement today in Washington. John, thanks.